You're watching News Center. Mercedes-Benz has kicked off its 30th year of operations in India with the launch of the new GLS luxury SUV. The latest edition of the car comes in two variants priced at over 1.3 crore rupees. I caught up with Santosh Iyer, Managing Director and CEO at Mercedes-Benz India, and began by asking him about the road ahead as the company completes 30 years of its footprint.
So for us, 30 years we also call something like strategic patience. We have been patient for 30 years, and I keep telling my colleagues back in Stuttgart that the time has come now. You can see a consistent growth. So it's not only 2023, which is our best ever year, even 2022 was a best ever year. So we are now on this growth path. What's for the future? I think the motto that we have decided for us is desire to exceed. It's the time that the market allows you to exceed in terms of volume potential. Average selling prices of these cars have gone up. You can also see a lot of work happening on customer experience. We are the only brand to go direct to consumer when it comes to luxury car retailing. So I think the market is opening up. It's the right time to be in India. So the 30 years of our investment that we have done in this market, understanding the consumer, bringing the products, will only help us to catapult to a better growth trajectory also and take the best of what the market allows us to do here.
Right. You're announcing a 200 crore investment for 2024. Give us a sense of what will it go for specifically? What will this be allocated towards?
Well, 200 crores will go into new product introductions. We have already said that in 2024, this year, we will now launch 12 new cars. 50% of them will be in the top end segment, 3 new EVs as well for India. So most of the investments will go into new products as well as a lot of digitalization happening at our plant in Chakan. So these are the two key areas. This takes our total investment to 3,000 crores. So 30 years now, 3,000 crores. This is the first milestone. Let's see how this goes now in the future. But we are all excited for the market at this stage.
You have emphasized in your opening remarks that India is the fastest growing market for you. Now, how do you break it down for a viewer in terms of average ticket price in India? How does it compare to some of the more developed and bigger markets for Mercedes-Benz?
So, India is coming of age when it comes to luxury consumption. And I say this because a lot of people just look at one, which is the numbers. And here, of course, we have done 17,400 odd cars. We are growing at 10%. That's one way to look at it. The other way is the average selling price. 4 years back, our average selling prices used to be around 57 lakhs. Today, we are at the north of 88, 89 lakhs, 20-25% increase. And 89 lakhs average selling price for a luxury car, I think we are there when it comes to the structure of the market. The consumption is more matured. People are buying top-end luxury cars, core luxury cars. And I think that also shows how the luxury consumption is maturing in India. It's no longer limited to just entry-level wannabe. It's more there. And people, even in our entry segment, we have the A-Class and the GLA. They are one of the most expensive even in that segment. We still have good demand for those cars because consumers today want more equipment. They want a better equipped car than just a car with a logo or a brand. So there is definitely a marked increase in the quality and the structure of the luxury car market, more so for Mercedes-Benz.
Give us a sense, Santosh, about the latest trends that you're seeing in the India market. What is the average salary of some of the new entrants in the market when it comes to luxury car buying?
So we have witnessed a stark change in the demographics. In the last 4 years, if I compare pre-COVID and post-COVID, we can see when you talk about salaried consumers, it's now 12 to 14% of our sales are from the salaried class. This is up 20%. When I look at women, they are at 15%. This is up 15% compared to the last 4 years. When I have to look at a different criteria, for example, age, here we see in our top-end vehicle segment, we have an average age has come down to 38 years for the GLS and the S-Class. So that clearly shows that India is changing demographically, be it occupation, be it age, be it women buyers coming there. And more importantly, also, most of these cars are sold on finance. We do 40% of our cars are financed by Mercedes-Benz Financial. And if I look at their data, the average ticket size is now 60 lakh rupees for a car compared to 40-45 lakhs 4 years back.
And where are you getting the highest growth from? Is it coming from the top metros? It's coming from some of the smaller towns? What is the rural-urban ratio, if I may ask?
Wow, it's a very interesting question. So if I have to look at the structure there, the tire, if you see, India is a 4 million car market. And luxury this year will be close to 1.1% of the total market. 2 years back, it was 0.9. Last year, it was 1%. So slowly, the luxury car penetration year on year is growing to the total passenger car market. Secondly, if I look at today, even in tier 1 cities, we are already at 2.4% penetration. And I am classifying cities based on population. If you more than 10 million plus is tier 1, and here we are already at 2.4, whereas the tier 3 is at 0.4, 0.3. So I think it's a matter of time where the aspiration is there, consumption will come up thanks to a lot of digital, social media awareness. Also, a lot of young guys are studying abroad, they are consuming luxury, coming back into small places, be it Kanpur, be it other locations, and they want to consume now. Right. And I think this is what will drive India's growth as well for luxury cars.
Now, my final set of questions. There is a lot of speculation about Tesla's entry in the market. The government has been consulting different industry players. There is work on a new electric vehicle manufacturing policy to incentivize the likes of Tesla by reducing the import duties. Has there been any request or recommendation from you to the government?
I think firstly, we always welcome new players because it will not only expand the market, it will also expand adoption of EVs. So it's a welcome step if new players come in and we compete worldwide, so that's not an issue. The second thing is, we also support free trade. So for sure, any duty-free imports are always welcome. Newer products coming into the market at a faster pace. But at the same time, the level playing field has to be maintained. So in our discussions with the government, we are confident, if at all there is a policy, they will take care of players who are already invested in the market. Not only us, as I mentioned, we have 3,000 crores of investments. We have a huge R&D setup in Bangalore, 10,000 people working there, and so on and so forth. But there are also many mass players who have already invested. They are investing in EVs. So I am sure the policy framework will accommodate the local players before any concession is also given to newer players. And I think that should be fair enough.
Right. The Red Sea security crisis, is that going to impact your supply chain? Are you seeing an impact already?
At this stage, no. There are some rerouting of vessels. It's causing a 2-week delay for some CBU arrivals. CBUs are only 3% of our business. But nobody can predict the future, so we have to wait and watch what happens in subsequent months. But at this stage, it is manageable and we are able to tide over.
All right, so Mercedes entering its 30th year of operations, and if the last 30 years was about patience, now is the time to accelerate, according to their India MD and CEO. Moving on, Vistara.
For more news and updates, all you need to do is follow CNBC TV18 on all of our digital platforms.